Today we are going to do the couples tag. Let's start. Where did we meet, Sam?
Well, we met on a Christian singles website.
Mm-hmm.
We actually didn't physically meet until almost a month later.
Just to give you a little background as to what was going on in our lives prior to meeting, I was a widow with 5 children. My previous husband had passed away with a brain aneurysm, and I was actually 5 months pregnant. Obviously, he did not get to meet our last child. So it took me about 2.5 years to kind of come to terms with the fact that he was not coming back. I grieved for quite some time. I eventually decided to join one of the Christian websites, and I chose the Christian website because I felt it was a safer option and that there would be less weird people in that particular forum, but I was sadly mistaken. So much so that I became very disgusted, and I decided I was going to deactivate my account. I actually met my husband on the very day that I was deactivating my account. He shot me a message, and he asked that I just stay on just a little bit longer to give him an opportunity to get to know me. So I did that, and it was a good thing because it worked out.
Just wanted to meet a lady who had things in common with me. I was attracted to Jarretta, and we started interacting on the website, and then we talked to each other on the phone and discovered that we had a lot of things that we had in common.
Okay, so where was our first date?
That was at Fishbone.
My husband took me to a seafood restaurant for our first date. It was really nice too. What was your first impression of me?
Well, I thought you were really sexy and beautiful.
My first impression of you was that you appeared to be a man of God, and that was very important to me. That was one of the main things that kind of drew me to you in the beginning. You seemed to be a very gentle, patient person. I liked that a lot. Okay, when did you meet the family?
I met your family the same day I met you. I started meeting your brother was at your house when I came to meet you.
So around the time that
was Christmas time, though. When
we physically first met each other in person, of course I had my brother there just in case something weird happened. So my brother was actually there for protection, not to meet you.
Oh, sure. He just shook my hand, that's all he did.
But he was there just in case you turned out to be a weirdo. So anyways.
So you had his weirdo detection device on?
No. He would have at least helped me fight you off if I needed to. But anyway, it just happened to have been around the Christmas holiday when my husband flew into the state where I live. Since it was a holiday, some of my other family had planned to spend the holiday with us, so he got to meet some of my other family members, my mom, my stepdad, and other people in my family. I didn't meet your family until 3 years after we were married. You guys had a sibling reunion in the state where we live now, so I had the opportunity to meet your family members. Anyways, let's move on. Do I have any weird obsessions?
Do you want me to answer that?
Of course.
Okay, your weird obsession would be your face. You don't want anybody to touch your face, right?
I certainly don't.
Which, while you're asleep, I do that all the time anyway.
You better not. He's joking about that. He's not touching my face when I'm awake or when I'm sleeping. Yeah, I don't like my face to be touched. Is because my skin is very sensitive, so I feel like if people have their hands in my face, then I'll wind up breaking out or something. Does Sam have any weird obsessions?
Sure, I have weird obsessions.
What's that?
The toilet paper has to come off the roll like this, not like that.
That's not true. That's not true. He is a neat freak, but so am I. So I'm not at all bothered by that. So that's actually a good thing. That's something that we share in common. But the one thing that I could say that he seems to have an obsession with is the outdoors. He's a big outdoors person, and he loves to grill. I love barbecue too, but I've never done it the way that he does it. Like, he gets up at 5:30 a.m. and he will slow smoke a piece of meat until the night. So I'm not used to, having to wait that long and smelling a grill that's to me like sheer torture all day long. That's just, but it is worth the wait. I can say that.
Because you've never had real barbecue until you met me, right?
Yeah, it's absolutely delicious.
All you had was grilled food.
Yeah, it's his food's delicious. He's an awesome cook. How long have we been together?
We've been together for 7 years now.
Do you have a tradition with your significant other? I have to say we don't have a tradition per se. All of our traditions are family oriented. I love the Christmas holiday and I make the house look very festive around that time. We really get into that.
Jarretta's real big on Christmas.
Yeah.
And if you've watched any of her vlogs, you'll notice that Christmas is really a very big holiday here.
Yeah.
So traditions, she goes big on that.
Right.
Tradition.
Our tradition is, like I said,
it's not a.
It's more family oriented and not something that we just do together.
Right.
Right. Other than that, I mean, I don't know if you would call it a tradition, probably not, but we make it a point to tell each other that we love each other several times a day. So, yeah. So let's move on to the next question. What was our first road trip?
Our first road trip was to see your mom in South Carolina.
Yeah.
And I was surprised you don't like spending a lot of time in the car. So
I don't. No.
So we spent about 3 hours driving, maybe 4.
Right.
That first day, and then we had to get a room in Georgia.
Right, and that's the most I can tolerate, being in a car 3 hours at a time. And then we usually have to time it where we're driving for about 3 hours and we stop and stretch out, eat, go to sleep, wake up the next day, and take the rest of the trip. But
so no cross-country drives for us unless
we'd
take at least 30 days off from work.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you do that, you have one of the big RVs. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. I probably wouldn't notice that you're on the road because there's a bed and stuff like that, and you can kind of stand up and stretch your legs. So maybe I would tolerate it a little bit better in an RV. I don't know. Anyway, what was the first thing you noticed about me?
How sexy you were. Your beautiful eyes, your beautiful smile.
Oh, thank you.
And those big, juicy pillow lips.
So silly. Anyways, the first thing that I noticed about you were your blue eyes. I love your beautiful blue eyes.
And my lack of lips?
Well, you have very thin lips. You barely have any lips. So I can't add that to my list. Anyway, what is my favorite restaurant, Sam?
I don't think you have one.
No.
Because every time we eat out, we have to chalk that one off the list. For one reason or another.
Yeah, I'm very particular, so
in the whole Orlando area, we have like 3 restaurants left that we haven't stricken off the list.
Yeah. I'm just a very picky person, so if something doesn't look right, if something goes wrong, if you're not professional, then I'm done. Just really picky.
Poor customer service
exactly.
is a guarantee that you'll never get our business again.
Yes. Customer service these days, good luck with that, right?
Right.
What do we argue about the most?
Disciplining the kids?
Okay, I would have to agree with you. Yes. My husband is a bit of a pushover when it comes to the kids, and I'm more of the disciplinary in the house. Who wears the pants in the relationship?
Who wears the pants in the relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it depends on what time of day it is. Because usually about 10 o'clock at night, mine come off.
No, really. Who would you say wears the pants? No, I'm going to let you answer it.
You usually take them away.
Okay, well, honestly, I would have to say I wear the pants.
Oh, that's just terrible.
I mean, I usually take the lead, Sam, though. I mean, really.
Jarretta's my way or the highway kind of girl.
Well, okay, but it's usually to benefit the family as a whole. It's never like a selfish type of my way or the highway, right?
All right.
Next question. If I'm watching TV, what am I watching?
Nothing. Disney Channel?
Disney Channel. Okay, the reason why I'm watching the Disney Channel is because there's mostly kids in our house. So yeah, the kids like the Disney Channel. So I'm not ever really watching it. It's just always on because the kids are interested in it. As far as you're concerned, if you're watching TV, you're watching the cooking channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Travel or cooking.
Travel or cooking channel, yeah.
Sometimes I like to catch up on the news, but that doesn't happen very often. So.
Yeah. What is the one food I do not like?
One food that you don't like. Well, I think you like everything. Everything I make.
I usually do. I usually like everything you cook because you're such an awesome cook. So, yeah, I usually like everything that you cook, not everything that everybody cooks.
Let me think, because I don't make anything that you don't particularly like.
Think of the one food you know I don't like. And I know I told you this before because I told you that somebody put me in a really awkward position one time because I was at this person's aunt's house and he was like, oh, try them, you'll love them.
Oh yeah,
especially the way she makes them. So I kind of felt awkward because I'm in front of
that's not something that we prepare at our house.
It's not something we prepare, of course, but that's the
Chitterlings, we don't.
Right, chitterlings. That's one food I do not like.
I've never tried that.
And
I've never even
oh my gosh,
been around
In
it.
fact, I dislike chitterlings so much that it has a physiological effect on me. I can't even smell it cooking. If I smell it cooking, I get dizzy and nauseous. I catch an instant headache, and it's really not good for me. So, and I don't know why it has that effect on me, but that's the one food I do not like.
So you're not a gut eater then? You don't eat entrails?
No. The one food that you do not like, Sam.
What?
Oh boy, you like eat everything too, so I can't think. What's the one food you don't like?
I don't know. I don't have anything that I don't particularly like.
Okay, so let's go to the next question. What drink do I order when I go out to eat?
Daiquiri, margarita, something fruity.
Yeah, I like fruity drinks.
Yeah.
I don't know, you usually like things that have like a chocolate kind of flavor to it. And I don't remember the name of the drink that you really liked when we went to Cheesecake Factory. But you always try to copy that flavor in other places.
Milkshake.
Yeah.
With liquor in them. Mm-hmm. But I like margaritas. What
size shoe do I wear?
What size shoe do you wear? Do you want me to answer that?
Not really. What size shoe do I wear, Sam?
14? No, I'm just kidding. You wear 9, right?
I wear 9 or 10.
Okay.
Depends on how the shoe is cut.
Right.
You wear a size 10, right?
10 and a half, yeah.
Okay, I was close. What is my favorite kind of sandwich?
What's your favorite kind of sandwich?
Mm-hmm.
And I would have to say that's vegetable sandwich. It's a vegetarian sandwich with avocados.
Oh my God, you got it.
Sliced tomatoes, garlic.
Yep. I didn't think you would remember that.
And sourdough toast.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I didn't think you would remember that, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got it. And I would have to say...
Oh yeah, don't forget the lemon or the lemon juice on it.
Yeah. Avocado sandwich with lemon, tomatoes. Did you say tomatoes?
Sounds really weird, yeah.
It sounds weird, but it's delicious.
Sliced tomatoes, sliced avocados, and very thinly sliced raw, fresh garlic. And then some lemon juice squeezed on that on sourdough toast. Pretty weird sandwich, but it's, believe it or not, it's good.
Yeah, it's delicious. And I would have to say that your favorite sandwich is probably a cheesesteak sandwich.
Yeah, I like cheesesteak.
Okay. And you make really good cheesesteak sandwiches too. I never met a meal that I didn't like that you made. So, what is one talent I have?
You really want me to tell that one?
Oh, gosh. Do I?
Well, you have some awesome talents, girl.
Okay. If
Some
it's,
talents I've never heard of.
really? Geez, you're gonna have to tell. If it's too private, don't
It's
say
very
it.
private.
Okay, well,
Okay.
we'll leave that one alone.
What talent do you have? You have a talent for dealing with kids. You have a really good talent with teaching and
Yeah, I love
Just-
children.
trying to sort out whatever issues that kids are going through. You get to the bottom of whatever's wrong, and you have a lot of patience with that.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
a quality that's really awesome.
Thank you.
That's a talent.
Thank you. One talent that you have, Sam, which I completely love. I think it's that you know how to make things. You're very resourceful, and you can make anything from scratch. So I really admire that.
Anything as in what? Food?
Well, no, I'm talking construction wise. Like you're really good with all of the home projects that I throw your way. Like you could do anything, even if you've never done it before. You figure out how to do it, and you do an excellent job
Yeah,
at
like
what.
for example, I go out and I dig iron ore and I, smelt it down into the raw material, and then I hammer out a knife or a gun or something.
Yeah,
Right
you
out
can
of
make
the
a
raw
gun.
iron.
You can lay flooring. You can do anything I ask. And I'm big on home improvements. I like decorating, so I always have these projects that I want my husband to do, and oh boy, I'm so happy that he can do it. And even if he's never done it before, he will figure it out and he'll get it done. And anything he puts his hand to, it's perfect. It comes out perfect. So that is a talent.
So I'm putting my hand to you.
What would I eat every day if I could?
I don't know. I think you would get sick of things.
Yeah, I would. Like I get tired of things kind of quickly, so I would go on a binge eating something, but then it would wear off pretty quickly. So I don't think there's anything I would eat every day if I could.
You force yourself to eat oatmeal every day.
That's because it's a healthier choice, not because I like it. He loves junk food, so if he could eat junk food every day, he would. But I usually put the brakes on it, because every now and then I go on this health food kick where I'm feeling like we're not doing our bodies a service by indulging in all the junk food, and I kind of get concerned about how the kids are eating. So, but if he could get away with it, I think he'd have our pantry stocked all the time with junk food.
No, I kind of learned how to discipline myself on that.
I don't think so.
Cut back a lot.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. But I think if you had it your way, you would probably keep it stocked anyways. What is my favorite cereal?
What is your favorite cereal? Special K.
Yep.
What is it? Vanilla almond?
Yep, that's my
Right.
favorite. I don't know what your favorite is now. I know your favorite used to be Honey Bunches of Oats, and it was
Not anymore.
not anymore. But it was the one that came in like the blue
With
and
the
white
almond.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
So,
into that anymore.
but what's your favorite now?
I don't really have a favorite.
Okay. What is my favorite music?
Your favorite music?
Mm-hmm.
Gospel?
Yep, that's my favorite music, gospel and R&B. My husband's favorite music is rock. Right?
I like all kinds of music.
But what do you listen to the most in your car?
Classic rock.
Okay. What is my favorite sports team?
I don't think you have one.
I don't. I don't think you have one either. We're not really.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah, we're not really.
We're un-American.
I mean, you know, I watch sports, but I'm not like into it to the point where I'm actually siding with a team. And my husband does too. He'll watch sports, but it's he doesn't have a preference to a team. We're not into it like that. What's my eye color?
Brown.
Yeah. Of course, your eye color is blue. Who is my best friend, Sam? Who's my best friend? Come on, you know this.
Other than me?
Other than you. Who is? That's right.
Other
You are
than
my
you.
very best friend. You know that?
I know that.
Okay, who's my best friend?
Who's your
Aside
best
from
friend?
you.
Male or female?
Come on, you know this, Sam. Who's my best friend?
I don't
Who do
know.
I always say is my best friend?
Me. Of
I
course.
know, but aside from you.
Your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You have a lot of friends.
I have a lot of friends, but I wouldn't call everybody my best friend. There's only one, and it's not a physical person.
Oh, okay. I see. You don't have to lead me that.
Okay, who's my best
Jesus?
friend? Jesus is my best friend.
Alright.
You better believe it. Who's your best friend? I'm gonna go with Jesus too. Jesus is your best friend too, aside from me, right?
Right.
Okay, so what is something you do that I wish you didn't?
I don't know. I love everything you do. There's nothing I wish you didn't do,
Oh boy.
but I would have to think about that. For a little
Yeah,
while.
I can't think of anything that you do that I wish you didn't. I can't think of anything. I love everything you do.
Well, we're not perfect, but
We're not perfect, but I can't. I
don't
really
have a problem
right.
with anything.
There's
you
nothing
do.
that I have such a major problem with that it sticks with me, you know, to the point where I'm like, geez, I wish you wouldn't do that, and it's something that
Well, I
just
can think of some things that you wish that I didn't do.
like what?
Like what?
Mhm.
Like I can ghetto around your family.
So silly. Anyway, let's make sure we're almost done here. What's something? Okay. Where am I from, Sam?
Planet Mars? New York. Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. That's right. And you're from Wyoming, right?
Well, I'm from a lot of places.
Pine. I can tell you this, the town too, right? Pinedale, Wyoming.
Pinedale.
See? I
I
have it.
lived there for about 10 years.
Okay.
Right.
What kind of cake would you bake me on my birthday?
You're not really big on cake. So I'd probably just it would be like a vanilla, some kind of white cake, right?
Probably, yeah. If I had to choose one, yeah. But for your birthday, I think you prefer chocolate, right?
Sure, I like chocolate.
And I like vanilla.
Not really, I
Oh,
do
boy.
like chocolate cake.
Yeah, you do. You
I've
prefer
always liked
chocolate.
chocolate cake.
And I would prefer vanilla cake. I'm not really a big cake person, but if I had to choose which one I like more would be vanilla.
Yep.
Do I play any sports? That's easy.
Do you play any sports?
Yeah,
Not currently.
not currently, but I did in high school. I played volleyball, basketball,
Right.
and track. I ran track. What about you, Sam?
What about me? I don't play any
Wait.
sports either.
I think you tried basketball though when you were in high school, right?
I played a little basketball in middle school and
Okay.
Little League baseball. Wasn't really into sports that much other than outdoor type things like
Yeah.
fishing, hunting,
Yeah.
those kind of things, yeah.
Alrighty, last question. If I could live anywhere, where would it be?
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? You'd probably be living in Paris.
I would live somewhere in Europe. I would. Or if it was in the United States, it would have to be somewhere where there are mountains. I love mountains. It's like heaven to me. That's what I imagine heaven looks like. Beautiful landscape with mountains.
I lived in the mountains, and it's really, really pretty.
Yeah.
But it's
it looks
cold,
peaceful.
Very, very cold.
Mm-hmm.
Peaceful. It's peaceful and quiet. But you have to get used to solitude, because living in a place like that, you can be around people, but it's kind of like in the wintertime, there's not much moving around.
We told you how we met, but there was a whole story that went along with us meeting. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? I mean, we're not going to get too much in detail right now. That will be a video for another day.
We were working in a school, and we introduced ourselves to your employer, and they apparently didn't like our relationship. You ended up terminating.
Yes, I wound up losing my job as a result of my husband and I being together. I was actually fired for fornication, or that's at least what the school said they fired me for, but that was not the real reason why they fired me. That was the reason that they ran with. That's the reason they hid behind. That story I'll get into more at a later date, but at the end of the day, none of the negativity that the school or the administrators at that particular school tried to throw our way prevailed. God was on our side, and we're still together. We're happily married. We are madly in love with each other.
Love you.
Love you too. Alright, so anyway, thanks for watching.
Hope you like our video, and don't forget to subscribe.
I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Stephanie Loves Allen. Hi Stephanie. She tagged my husband and I to do the couples tag. We chose a different set of questions. Thanks Stephanie. Love you guys. You guys are doing great on your channel. Check out our channel. It's Stephanie Loves Allen.